Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit.
Can't slow down.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of...
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Stuck in the hells if you weren't.
Sorry.
Bruff's babbling, no time.
Shut your mouth. Ravengard is a legend.
Ravengard is a charlatan, like every last piece.
You hear? My lady says Absolute's army's on the march. Those watchers will hold...
Cult army on the march, killer on the loose, and Mistress Dorenbold still...
Head up, chest out. Lord Port...
Don't like the look of this Gortash fellow.
Not everyone subs...
Big Dad.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. Correct your tone.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My steel watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that nether stone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorms, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I come to an understanding. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
An ally could be useful, at least for now. And when he's no longer useful, well, we can dispose of him then.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
So Ketheric was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise. But you should know this. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketheric and Orin together to create the Absolute. They knew this would only work if we stood united and coordinated our powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A shapeshifter? It could be anyone. I mean, it's not me, but it could be anyone else.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we, will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Our tyranny, and we are saviors, defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. More importantly, just. Now, come, be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
An Archduke!
Your first act as Archduke, my lord?
We prepare an army.
Truest of souls.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite can...
Have you come to behold the new dawn? Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished.
Punished? Floric must be locked up somewhere, assuming she's still alive.
Within Ravengard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell right here in Worm's Rock.
The sun rises, true soul. Are you ready? Not just Faerun suffers in darkness. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light, and it will be Gortash.
Enemies within? What do you mean?
Traitors, Portier. Any who dare speak ill of Baldur's Gate.
Our city and...
Kill and do not.
The cook has prepared no pipe today, my lady. In that case, fetch me a bowl.
What do you mean?
Traitors. Any who dare speak ill of Baldur's Gate.
Pardon me for saying that, Stew. But do the people require such a heavy hand?
The people demand it. Is a Baldurian truly free when he fears for his future?
Will you?
I may speak only to my lord. Terribly sorry.
Flaming fists stand ready, with Gortash at the head. They can't fail.
Ravengard, you would give up the fists for me?
You're being watched.
watch your back. Hardly a challenge.
These things have stayed interesting. Time to press ahead. Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Tempers are rising.
I don't...
Trust no one. Ready or not. On tippy toes.
Need to find a way forward. What a day.
Easy.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. What path lies before me?
Let's rehearse this one. And tell me what you were doing in the house. I swear.
Simple.
going. Swift as my feet can carry me.
It's always the one.
On your way.
Huh? I'm not paid to...
Stay on my...
You're too late. It's over. The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Older Ravengard's husk. Empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more. He spoke in accusations. Apostasy, conspiracy, sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. Unlock my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Hurry.
What do you want? You're the one pestering old men in cages? Now scram with your sourpuss. You're disturbing my sitting time. Oh, for...
Keep a blade close. Should be easy. Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Keep focused. We can talk once I'm free.
With haste. if the gods are watching me.
On your way.
It's over. He's too far gone. It's over. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. When the... I'll seek out my connections. Hurry.
Tread lightly.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Someone there? What's in here?
No time to rest.
What do you... I don't need...
Should mind my stab.
What now? Tread carefully.
Let's play.
You were witnessed assaulting someone. You're headed for the cells.
Victory awaits. Taking position. What should I do?
Moving.
You bow, or you break.
Still on my feet. Never wanted the easy path.
For Baldur and...
Can't afford to stay idle.
Take you.
All right, what now? If not over, then through.
How delicious. Well, hello. Let's crack it open.
Still breathing, despite everything. Another step forward.
And tell me what you were doing in the house.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
We broke down the door. I can't really glaze that pizza. He wasn't even out. In trouble.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them I spoke to them.
So is that the witness must have been...
Keep those feet moving.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out. When the flames roared loudest, you pulled me to safety. Most would have let me burn. I won't forget. I will travel to the upper city. Find what... You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
Hells, not this again.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree. And to think, the drama's just started. You see, Gortash has had Will's father relocated. To his death, the way I hear it. Such a shame. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there? I know enough. Let's talk to Will in your camp. Work something out. The Duke's life depends on it.
Move along.
Very well. On the peace and prosperity of this
Shame no one cares enough. Don't even think about it.
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette?
How delightful to meet in person. Though, you're shorter than I expected. My name's Estra Stir, journalist. I speak to the people of Baldur's Gate so our readers don't have to. I work for the greatest broadsheet in this storied city. It's my job to know who is who. I imagine you'll be becoming quite familiar with it soon. You are, after all, the star of the next Baldur's Mouth Gazette. No one ever does, my sweet. It's our juiciest edition in an age bound to get everyone talking about you. Darling, we can't let the readers decide what the content is. We've editors for that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've really said run.
Sorry about the...
Stay back and stay calm. I'm warning you. She was on the list. I don't like this.
Greetings.
The citizen is unconscious.
These streets.
Stormshore Tabernacle.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection. Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
You see an altar dedicated to Mystra. Mystra, mother of all magic, is the patron of wizards and often called upon by other spellcasters as well. She's said to be a jealous goddess. Even though you do not follow her, you feel her power resonating from the statue. She is the one true spell at the heart of all spells. The weave could not be in better hands. offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required. Your offering is accepted, but more. This altar isn't dedicated to a single god. Your god is one of many, and in this place you sense a spark of its mighty divine flame. It reads, "Show your devotion with an offering in your god's name. Blessings may follow." The gods are ready to receive your joyful donation. The gods are ready to receive your donation. The gods are ready to receive your sacrifice. The gods are ready to receive your joyful donation. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion.
Going to die.
And how will we step with you and bring it on?
Have your qualms with it,
You two must submit to Lord Gortash if you are to be saved.
As you were,
We know you will drive back the army of the absent.
Greetings, Sid.
I've read them out for years. This is the closest to rag it's ever been.
You want the who's who and the what's what? Speak to Karis. She's always got the best gossip.
Now don't believe anything Kate over there tells you. She's an awful liar.
The Ilsong Tavern. I wonder if my old pins are still there. They could be recruits to.
Pardon me, sir. I'll bet you have someone who'd like a nice piece of jewellery. At discount price. A beautiful necklace. It belonged to my grandmother. I'll give it you for a bit of coin. I hate to say it, but I'm desperate. The jeweller only offered me a pittance. It seems the market is flooded with loot brought in by adventurers. I don't know what...
You talk about the honor of your order.
Stug, if you want to join the Vigilant Knights, you have to quit beating people up.
My sister Gerva has talked me into joining her Holy Helm Order, but I got a job to finish first.
Breaking the knees of debtors for the Guild isn't honest work, and you know it. That's why you're giving it up.
But I already took the money for it from Uktar, so I gotta follow through. It's like an oath or something. And I know you understand oaths, Gerva.
What am I going to tell the Vigilant Knights, Doug? That you're knee-breaking for goodness? You know that's right, Stug. If Uktar sends someone after you, I'll back you up.
You say that now, but you haven't met Uktar's No, you're right. I'm sick of the whole business. If Elliot comes looking for me,
What am I going to tell the Vigilant Knights, Doug? That you're...
Helm's Gaze, you sound like a guild lawyer. You must think I'm pretty dumb. And maybe I am. Because I'm going... Don't wait up, Gerva. Might take me a... Still here, stranger.
Just one more.
Of course I heard about it. I hear
And I know...
What am I going to tell the Vigilant Knight?
No.
Light on my feet. Try to get fresh tomatoes in a city under siege.
Hello, old friend. Oh, so I assume I used to know everybody around town, but now I'm a worried man, a playwright who lost the will to write. Now I worry.
From one warrior to another, I must say, it's just embarrassing the way the Flaming Fist lets this murderer go around killing people and getting away with it. They used to be capable enough, but they've gotten slow and lazy. Corruption makes you soft. Knock it off. You're no friend of the Fists, I can tell just by looking at you. You're more my type. Nah, those soft lads will never crack this case the way they're going. And when they fail, and they will, count on it. The Flaming Fists know where to find Dame Gizarm. And then...
I sure wouldn't want to be one of the Flaming Fists. They got the shittiest job in town. Really?
I've been thinking about it. No, I feel bad about all them refugees, but we just can't let them flood into the city. We'd be overwhelmed. In fact, that's probably the absolute arm.
As far as I'm concerned, Lord Gortash gets the benefit of the doubt. Until he does something obviously wrong, he's got my support. We can't afford to be squabbling with the
If it were up to me, I'd replace all the Flaming Fists with Steel Watchers. At least the big teapots don't make lewd suggestions when...
Just between us, I don't believe everything I hear from Archduke Gortash. He's entirely too slick to be trustworthy.
Hell's...
Gortash, Archduke of...
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is. With all this talk of war, what else the folk to do but... I reckon the murder we'd had something to do with it too. Got punters all intrigued. On that morbid note, what can I get you fine self? Going to make this place famous, I reckon. Victim is a bloody duke. Berlin Stellmain. Well, I reckon I'll be able to charge double for that room once the constable's done with it. Murders and ghosts are all... At least, I hope. I'll tell you what. The murder upstairs has brought some punters, but it's also really spooked folk out. If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over. The city always wins. There's always some hero that saves the day. Charity! In Baldur's Gate. Good one. Oi! I've got a good thing going here. Don't need you casting nastier spit. Top floor's all yours. If it gets a bit too noisy at night.
Roger Gherkin. Real time.
I wonder if this was
You won't have some of the leek soup. It looks like I'll be making the next.
Another. Should I have another? Oh, he'll need to preserve me. I need the courage. No, sir. We used to sell our barley to the brewer who makes this very beer. That's all over now. Why? Any more point to that than getting mad at a plague of locusts or the weather? We're farmers, not fighters. Coarse and strong, but a fancy feller called Three-Piece wants to place him as a cleaner in the counting house. Maybe I should just join the Flaming Fist and take the signing bonus. What else can I do? Right. It's taking a chance. Thanks, stranger. You helped settle my mind. Thanks are all I have to offer, though. Mail meter bleed with my barley.
Halt, Civvy. Turn back.
Hold on, Thornhill. I'm tired of standing here. Developer's been up there for ages. Some diversion would be welcome.
Constable Devel...
Investigator Valeria outranks her.
Stelmane's Parlor. A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
Flaming Fist investigation underway. Stay back.
I made it back. He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid. Brawling. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I liked that. I kept him safe. And he paid. I respected him. Trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zauriel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy Zauriel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't.
The bustle here takes some getting used to. Crackling fire and a tresson for company is usually... Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of me, I'm glad to help. I can only imagine what I could do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. You've not taken this power for yourself, so I can only wonder, why offer it to me? If this is what the fates have offered to aid our cause, then who am I to refuse? I'll take your tadpole. Let's see what it has to offer.
Assume nothing. I wonder what the next move is.
What to do? How much farther can I go?
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most well. I am free. You must face them.
Keeping very well, I hope? 100. We'll both of us and the next he'd hope. He's gone now. He's gone now.
Let's get on with it. I must keep going.
Take you. Take you. Take you. Take you.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Come to bask in the glow of the moon.
Breathe deep and move.
You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back. Could we maybe...
Isn't there a human crest she can join?
and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
I've had a lifetime's fill of watching lit. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks. To work together. Strangely enough, I believe him. He's too self-important to be anything but sincere. But even if we unite to command the brain, it's not as if we can leave the city under Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of. A Harper learns to doubt, to peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually, you find what it is you fear, whether it is there. When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say, isn't it? You think me lonely? In truth, unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. With allies every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles. Would you? In time, then. Perhaps once you found a rocking chair for me to doze off in. That's... If you have questions, ask. Just... there. Have I fulfilled my... Don't tell me which. Against all... Ask it. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. Then, greetings, Sir Tadpole. I was wondering where all the questions suddenly sprang from.
Your tadpole quivers, revealing your discussion with...
Shit. Father's been taken, and Mazora started to scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Mazora's always worth hearing out. That's what makes her so dangerous. We'll have answers soon enough. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to. I met her, the chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow the second time. Even with the aid of a cane, each a stroke victim. I asked Father...
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's all... At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt... What, though? I couldn't say. I couldn't say. But think about this. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as Father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. Yes, and I'm not about to make such a sacrifice. Not now, not ever. The coast is... Very well. I will...
I received a dispatch from the Grove. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid. Wounds have healed. Damage has been undone. Balance has been restored. Those who seek to serve nature there can once again do... There have been difficulties. Some initiates harbor too much admiration for Korga's course of action. Francesca will... She is well suited to the task. Better than I, perhaps. To cleanse a land of shadows is one thing. But to sway a... I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid. To be a leader. As am I. I can scarcely imagine life without your company now. And, of course, forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long. I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one. Given the circumstances, you're faring as well as can be expected, I suppose. I have. He speaks to me. He is well. Perhaps one day, you and I can both... Only by a reputation. And in the chaos that ensued, well... Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt. No matter how long I live, I will always strive to remain a keen pupil. Only a fool would think he could drink in all knowledge until none is left. There is always more. Nature's tapestry is infinitely complex. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I've... At least now we can benefit from her presence.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
You've heard of such devils. Sisters of justice, adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy hells.
Fina, Cirrus, arbiters for the hells, exemplars of justice.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
barley.
Moving in.
Holy hell.
Your contract, Will. Choose.
You damned wretch. Do it then. Claim my soul for Zariel. Keep my father safe.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Seems you've got a new mission, pup. Go save your father. He's locked in a very nasty place. Gortash's secret command center and prison. Lucky for you, I know the way in. I'll mark your map. After all, a deal's a deal. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
I knew it. We should pay a visit to Sorcerer's Sundries. Their book collection is the envy of the Sword Coast. I'm certain the truth lurks somewhere on their shelves.
I can't believe Will's given up his soul to Zariel. For a father he fell out with ages ago. There's such a thing as being too good.
Not surprised you haven't tried it yourself yet. You've got to be kidding. You really want me to become a partial illithid? Wasn't a decade in Avernus punishment enough?
Oh, I'm that easy to manipulate, am I?
Why the stunned face? You look like you've seen a devil. The pup dug his own hole, darling. I merely supplied the claws. I've always been the giving type. To wit. Go to Gortash's secret prison, and I'll help you. Of course, but that would make Will's sacrifice worthless. And I know you wouldn't want that. You are. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more. Savor her company. Who's to say my mistress can be so capricious? Focus on the elder brain. I'd hate to clog that infected head of yours with needless details. Will's a gifted hunter. and Zariel's made her devils, demons, deserters. Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heart. The clause still holds. As long as Will doesn't tug on my leash, he'll be stalking. It's a win-win. You have the best ideas. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm. How I adore it. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Correct. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were... I woke in that damned pod. It kept my... But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead, after all. Why? I'm supplying Will with... I tell you what. When, like I said, I'm the giving type.